Arirang Prime.
A place where you can experience the peaceful silence of nature and a rich culture that has developed over centuries. Nature and culture, history and traditions coexist in North Gyeongsang Province, the former epicenter of Korea's economic growth. It's still an influential manufacturing base. These three people from different walks of life have embarked on different routes through North Gyeongsang Province. Their stories from three different roads begin now.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Coming from different countries and backgrounds, these three people have gathered together.
Hi. Actually, I just graduated my high school in Turkey, and a friend of my father was living in Korea. And he said Korea universities are really good about education. That's why I came here and I studied IT management.
I studied in the U.S., but I came here to work in economics and finance. I worked at Sungkyunkwan University.
Oh, so you're a teacher?
Yeah, I teach economics.
I discovered Korea in 1996, a country of a lot of culture and some very fascinating people and lots of history. So I decided one day I want to come back here.
Ross Gregory from Australia will take the first leg of the trip. As a busy executive, he needs some time to relax. This special theme train connects 17 cities in North Gyeongsang Province.
안녕하세요. 어디 가시는 거죠?
영주 버스.
아, 여기 왔어요?
열차가 천천히 가니까 가까이 구경하기도 좋고.
그렇죠.
여유를 가질 수 있고.
네.
참 좋은 것 같아요.
요즘 KTX 있잖아요. 그 열차는 너무 빨라서 경치를 제대로 못 보는 것 같아요. 네.
His first stop off the train is Gyeongju. The Mungyeong Sujong Hall in Pusok Temple is the oldest and most beautiful wooden structure in Korea. His next destination is Hwaryongpo village in Yecheon. The Naesong River surrounds the village, making it appear like a small landlocked island.
이거 키워가지고 파시는 거예요? 아, 볶음.
Just a short walking distance from Jeomcheon Station is Mungyeong Seje, Korea's most beautiful old road. It was a well-trodden road that connected North Gyeongsang Province to the capital during the Joseon Dynasty. Today, the road looks rather humble.
Coming back to Mungyeong Seje after all this time is a wonderful feeling. It's a beautiful place. There are some lovely colours and it's a very pastoral setting and very traditional place for Koreans.
It's been a while since Ross walked on an unpaved path. But how did Mungyeong Seje get its name?
들을 문자 경사스러울 경자예요. 그래서 옛날 한양으로 가거보러 가는 사람들이 문경 세제를 넘으면 좋은 소식이 들을 것이다. 아니면 경사스러운 일이 일어날 것이다 해서 문경 세제를 많이 이용했다라는 얘기입니다.
There are quite a few trekking routes that are just as scenic as Mungyeong Seje in North Gyeongsang Province. The jagged cliffs of Juwang Mountain stand like a folding screen. Juwang Mountain is one of Korea's 3 major Rocky Mountains. It's largely untouched and retains its primitive landscape. The magnificent Rocky Mountain is impressive to behold. Managed within a national park, Juwang Mountain attracts 1 million hikers every year. Ross heads to the northeastern corner of North Gyeongsang Province. The vast ocean off the coast of Ulchin brings peace to the mind. The abundance of the ocean keeps the winter warm for the fishermen.
제일 맛있다. 이제 술 많이 먹었다. 자, 건강하세요.
Not far from Ulchin is a large natural forest.
다른 소나무에 비해서 이 수간이 줄기가 아주 고다요. 안에 나이테가 아주 촘촘하고 또 재질이 아주 우수하고 2001년도 경복궁 수선하는데 약 140번이 들어갔고요. 그때 한 그릇 값이 소형 승용차 한 대 값하고 막 먹었다 그래요.
Walking under the pine trees that have stood for hundreds of years, Ross feels time slowing down little by little. Looking to experience complete silence, he arrives at a special Buddhist temple. Golgul Temple is a cave temple carved into a limestone cliff. there are 12 cave sanctums in the cliff of Hamwol Mountain. They were built by a party of monks from India in the 6th century, when Buddhist culture was thriving in Gyeongju. Roughly 40,000 visitors take part in the temple stay program every year. It's time to let go of the fast-paced life in the city. Golgul Temple is also known as the keeper of Sonmudo, a traditional Buddhist martial art. The moves are difficult, even for this yoga practitioner with 18 years of experience.
힘들어요. 어렵다.
Sonmudo is for defense, not offense. It corrects the balance of the body and achieves harmony between the body and mind. Baru Gongyang begins. In the dining ritual of Baru Gongyang, a meal must begin and end with an empty bowl. This, too, is part of the training.
It was strange because it was like in contrast to how we dine in Europe. We talk a lot, like you meet people for dinner, for dates.
There is no talking during a meal. Instead, people focus on every morsel of food.
Yeah, it was quite hard. I observed people around me because I'm afraid to do a mistake. Yeah, it's something new for me.
There is no washing of dishes with a detergent. Not a drop of water is wasted. Even the water used to wash the bowl must be consumed. This is part of Buddhist teachings that man should not produce anything to pollute the world. Temple stay participants have gathered for tea.
I'm from Australia and I've been in Korea for about 9 years.
I'm 행자님이에요. Junior monk.
Yes.
And my life is Sonmudo, so I'm here.
Wow.
The feelings that you get from doing Sonmudo are very, very positive. Good feeling mentally, physically, and so it has a positive effect on your mind, your body, and your emotional state.
반갑습니다.
At 3 in the morning, another day at Golgul Temple begins with the sound of moktak. What's more important than being physically awake is being mentally awake at all times. People immerse themselves in a deep silence that's rarely experienced in the city.
spent some time at this temple in a very beautiful pastoral setting has helped me relax and seek some alienation from the material goods of life. Sitting down and having a humble meal with people from all walks of life, all of these things are memorable.
Another essential part of their day is ulyok, an ascetic exercise for training the mind and body through a collaborative effort. The dry leaves are not burned, but returned to the mountain. In the afternoon, the participants try their hand at kukgung, the traditional archery of Korea.
Okay.
At the end of the day, temple stay is a chance for you to meet yourself. Completely alone in utter silence. When you leave the daily routine and secular burdens behind and return to the very basics, you'll see the answers that have been hiding there.
It's my 6th time in Korea, and so far I was visiting the temples all around the country, but I've never stayed in Korea in a temple for a night and never saw how the monks are living, and I was curious about that.
Listening to the voice deep within. Believing that happiness is not determined by what you do or where you are. People leave the temple a bit happier than before, not because there's something special there, but because they found some quiet time to be themselves.
This little journey I've had over the last few days, I would entitle A Journey Back to the Simple Life. I say that because I've seen Buddhist monks eating humble food. I've seen beautiful natural settings, and nothing's complex, nothing's expensive, nothing is too extravagant. This is Korea as it used to be, and North Gyeongsan province is a place I highly recommend you to come to.
And I saw that you woke up early in the morning. Was that difficult?
It was very fresh, and it was a sharp temperature, but it was just beautiful walking up into the mountains in blackness and hearing the drums and the chanting going on amongst the Buddhist monks. It was wonderful.
Will you do that again?
Definitely.
Definitely no.
The place where the sun rises first on the Korean peninsula, Pohang in North Gyeongsang Province, is the very symbol of Korea's economic growth. After the founding of Pohang Iron and Steel Company in 1968, steel production in Pohang surged, making this city an international port for importing raw materials and exporting steel products. Like Pohang, Gumi played a pivotal role in Korea's impressive economic growth. The Gumi National Industrial Complex, the largest electronics industrial complex in Korea, is home to some 1,600 businesses whose combined annual exports reach $35 billion. In the 1970s, North Gyeongsang Province was at the heart of the new community movement that aimed to develop local communities. The province continues to play a leading role in nurturing Korea's future growth engines.
Clustering of industries can help with economic growth. It's going to depend on the industry. And if we look at Korea's record of economic growth in the past 10, 20, 30 years, it's been very good, actually 40 years.
Manufacturing is not the only sector that thrives in the port area. Over centuries, fishermen have made the best out of the gifts of the East Sea to provide for their families and help achieve regional prosperity. To many fishermen from Yangdong and Ulchin, snow crabs are the main source of income. Snow crabs are in season between December and March. They're plump and taste the best when they are caught during this period. Despite the icy weather, the fishermen sweat as they work. Their large catch is their reward. Work begins at 2 a.m. at Gyeongju Port. All the squid boats are moored here because it gets the biggest haul of squid on the eastern coast of Korea. The fishermen are in good spirits because they are expecting a good catch this year. But why must they work at such early hours? There's also a huge cuttlefish among the squid. The half-dried sari called kwamegi is a must-try at Gyeongju Port in winter. They are dried for up to 10 days in a frozen state. Well-dried kwamegi doesn't have a fishy smell. The taste gets better as you chew. Not far from Pohang's ports is Jukdo Market. It sells all kinds of seafood straight from the ocean. As an economics professor, Thomas wants to find out more about the largest traditional market on the eastern coast of Korea.
How's your business?
비즈니스 굿. 잘 돼.
While many other traditional markets struggle financially these days, Gyeongju Market is packed with customers early in the morning.
현금으로서는 아마 포항 죽도 시장이 대한민국에선 상권으로서는 제일 많이 유동이 많다고 봅니다. 경북 지역을 쳐도 한 1, 2위를 다투지 않겠나 이래 저는 생각하고 있습니다.
Most of the merchants have worked here for decades. One of them is this elderly woman who's been running a business here for more than 30 years. Her dried halibut is popular among the locals.
이 집 가자미가 제일 맛있어요?
예, 맛있어요. 아이
Gyeongju Market remains popular among visitors for its fresh seafood that can be eaten right on the spot. Tourists especially enjoy sliced raw fish, which is sold here at an affordable price. Gyeongju Market prides itself on its large diversity of fresh seafood. There's even a saying that if you can't find a certain fishery product at Gyeongju Market, then you won't find it anywhere else in Korea. The merchants offer samples of their produce to the visitors.
매워요? All of the fish that I tasted was very delicious, so I was happy to taste everything. If I had to choose one title or theme for the trip, it would be seeing the roots of Korea's economic growth. I was impressed with the many factories and places of production that Gyeongju has, and now I can understand how Korea's economy has become so strong.
Looked like you had a big squid there. What was going on there?
Oh, that was interesting.
You were kissing it, man.
It looked scary, but it was actually kind of cute. That's why I wanted to kiss it.
Your trip?
Me, actually, I'm kind of interested about Korean culture and traditional parts. So that's why I visited Gyeongju and Andong places, which means like traditional villages out there.
Actor Enes Kaya is keenly interested in Korean traditional culture.
진짜 예쁘다 근데.
His first stop is Hahoe village in Andong. The Nakdong River winds around the village in a big S-shaped curve.
저거 타고 건너가는 건가?
Small boats have ferried people across the river since the mid-16th century. Back then, there was no other means of getting to the village. Nowadays, there's a land route leading to the village, so tourists are about the only ones who take the boat. The quiet current of the Nakdong River carries the boat ashore in no time.
Five minutes ago, I was looking down that cliff, and I just took the boat and came here to see this village. It was really different experience for me to take a boat for a village, and I'm really excited to see this village.
Generations of the noble Pungsan Ryu family have lived in Hahoe village for some 600 years. Even now, quite a few descendants live in some 150 houses scattered across the village. Yangdong is the main house of the Pungsan Ryu family. Its tall gate lends the place a stately atmosphere. There used to be 99 rooms in the house, but passage of time and wars have ruined all but 53. Tourists marvel at the traces of the years gone by and the building's classical elegance. Estimated to have been built sometime in the 15th century, Yangdong expresses the architectural styles of several centuries and the traditional beauty of Korea.
I think it's beautiful. It's really amazing how well it's been preserved, and it makes the history come alive. So it's a wonderful place to have. It's very beautiful.
A performance of Gyeongju mask dance takes place in Hahoe village 3 times a week. This 500-year-old ritual incorporates shamanism and a mask dance and is performed for the village's guardian god on January 15th of the lunar calendar or on special occasion. The masks were vessels of biting satire and wit in a time governed by a strict class system. These masks, called Hahoe masks, are now cherished cultural assets.
그 탈놀이는 그 시대를 풍자하는 겁니다. 그 지배계층에 있는 밑에 있는 피지배계층들이 정말 억눌렸던 그런 감정을 한마디 해소할 수 있는 그런 이제 탈놀이고요. 그 양반들은 한마디로 그것을 보고 반성하는 그런 것을 모아서 하는 것이 탈놀이라고 할 수 있습니다.
Gyeongju mask dance is composed of 8 madang, or acts. Each act features masks that represent the members of the Joseon social hierarchy, such as the aristocrats, servants, and Buddhist monks. For Enes, who wants to go deeper into the Korean traditional culture, a visit to Gyeongju is mandatory. Gyeongju was the ancient capital of the Shilla kingdom that spanned across 1,000 years. The entire city is like an outdoor museum that exhibits numerous cultural heritages of Shilla. Buddhist culture flourished to its full splendor during the Shilla dynasty. The moment of enlightenment taught in Buddhism is manifested in the perfect proportions of Shilla sculptures. Enes visits another traditional village in Gyeongju. Together with Hahoe village in Andong, Yangdong village represents the traditional communities of the 500-year Joseon dynasty. Both Yangdong and Hahoe villages are registered as UNESCO World Heritages. There are 110 thatched roof houses and 54 tile roof houses in the village. Here, two respected families, the Gyeongju Son clan and the Yogang Yi clan, have lived in a friendly rivalry for 500 years. Each has produced many scholars and master artisans. Yangdong and Hahoe villages are valued because they are not a community of dead relics, but a place of living culture.
Well, this is, I guess, persimmon. Yeah, these are persimmons, and they're making these dry for eating in next season. Well, it smells great.
The villagers arrange a visit to the main house of one family clan. The main house is the anchoring place for the entire family. Here, the head of the clan oversees ancestral rites. The name of the house, Mucheomdang, means to live a life of integrity and righteousness, so as not to bring shame to the family.
나의 삶이, 나의 행동이 그 순수하고 잡됨이 없는 그것에 부끄럽지 않게 하라.
His pride in the main house of his clan is impressive.
이 공간이 세계인들 앞에 설 수 있는 이유는 이 공간 속에 사람이 있기 때문입니다. 그러니까 문화가 있기 때문이죠. 한 번도 주인이 바뀐 적이 없어요.
도시 대도시 가서 살고 싶은 그런 욕심은 없으세요, 선생님?
대도시는 살기는 편리하다라고 말을 하지만 인간이 삶을 사는데 자연과 어울리고 자연이 주는 불편함을 감수하고 그것을 내 것으로 만들고 하는 과정 속에서 사람의 삶은 행복해져요.
These people wish to preserve the legacy passed down from their ancestors.
He said that he was living there like more than 500 years. That was really surprising for me. I really surprised, especially that guy told me about their history too. That was really a great experience for me.
Traditional villages are troubled in the rapidly changing modern society. But the reason Hahoe and Yangdong villages are registered as World Heritages is that they are not places frozen in history, but dynamic communities with traditional characters. Hahoe village started to enjoy global fame after some famous foreign figures paid a visit. Queen Elizabeth II visited in 1999. Followed by former U.S. President George Bush in 2005. Both lauded the village's heritage. The elders say that the guardian gods have safeguarded their villages over the long years. Hahoe villagers believe that this 600-year-old Zelkova tree in the middle of the village embodies their guardian god. Even the tourists who visit make a wish before the tree.
안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
뭐 하시는 거예요, 여기서?
소원을 이루어진다고 해서.
아, 이거 쓰셔가지고
네.
나무 밑에 묶으시는 거예요?
네.
저희 이쁜 딸 낳게 해달라고.
아, 꼭 이루어지길 바라겠습니다.
네.
Enes too decides to make a wish.
여기다가
바로 옆에다 묶을게요. 예, 고맙습니다.
네.
소원이 꼭 이루어지길 바랍니다. 네.
What did he wish for near the end of his journey?
This one here, it's mine. I wrote it. I hope Turkey and Korea's relationship will be much better. This is my hope. Thank you.
Two traditional villages visited by a young man from Turkey. There, he witnessed living and breathing heritage and culture found nowhere else.
I met people, I saw places, I felt really great history in this area, and I can see all them was still alive here. That's why it was perfect. And all people are trying to survive their tradition in this area. That was really respectful for me too.
The places were not of relics, but of people. That is why new traditions are being made there, even at this moment.
Actually, I've been in Korea 10 years, and it was my first time to visit these kind of traditional places. I think there are a lot of different routes and different places too in Korea.
On this trip I was just going to experience nature, but actually I saw culture, history, people and customs.
Yeah, I hope we will have another opportunity to visit that places and show to people and teach the people Korea has these kind of places too.
It would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Let's go.
A tranquil moment and beautiful sceneries on the road. A glimpse into dynamic heritage and living history. And stories of people's lives. The mosaic of these diverse colors and images is the past, present, and future of North Gyeongsang Province.